empathy. I really know how you feel. Let's return to new village building. I now know about the location of the new village. Then, I have to go there and clear up the forest first. Right, but there is something we'd like to work in before that. Bridge. Bridge? A bridge to cross the river. Yes, thinking about the transport of materials, it would really help if there's a bridge. Correct. So, have you been avoiding the river until now? No. There's a place where one can cross. The Kuros are jumping over that place to cross the river. I see. The waterway was being used similar to a road, so I think that we should build a bridge near the waterway. I understand. Please do so. Yes, thank you. The first construction team of the new village. Representative, me. Construction workers, 8 high elves including Rhea. Heavy laborer, 5 lizardmen. Guards, 10 Kuros. Liaison officer, Kudel. The river's width is about 5 meters. The depth of water is around 1 to 3 meters depending on the location. The riverside is not sandy but a rocky place. It is about 1 meter above river level. North of where we are is a place similar to a waterfall which is about 7 meters in height. The waterway is getting water from this high waterfall. We'll build a bridge a little downstream from where we are. Bridge. I thought we're going to make a suspension bridge, but the elves seem to have a different idea. We'll make a bridge made from one fir tree. We just need to make sure that both ends are fixed so it won't move. I plane the top surface of the bridge so it can be walked on easily. The distance between the ground and the surface of the bridge is about 1 meter. With the help of the AFT, we completed it in no time. Is this all right? Yes. Let's build some more, please. Affirmative. We built 5 bridges. They were built with a distance where you can see all of them in one look. Won't it be better to build one wide bridge? If we build a wide bridge, big monsters and demon beasts will cross it. Ah, so that's why. I guess I should pay attention to the state of the surrounding too. Can you clear up the places both sides of each bridge? That will make any approaching monsters or demon beasts easier to be spotted. Affirmative. Using the AFT, I cut the trees and plow the ground. It will be visually better if I turn it into a lawn than plain soil. With that, our bridge building ended. I thought that we're going to the location of the new village immediately, but I guess I'm wrong. Then, village chief. The place is in this direction. I started making a road on our way to the new village construction site. Yes. A road is certainly necessary. I cut down the trees and plow the stumps using the AFT. The road is about 5 meters wide. We'll hunt around this place. Sure, just let me know if I got off course. Affirmative. I quietly made the road until the sun sets. It seems like I'm already accustomed on the proper use of the AFT. Compared before, my road making did not take several days. This is the planned construction site? Yes. I'm not sure if this place is good or bad. Though I'm not sure, it probably is. I trust Rhea's judgment. Village chief. This tree. Rhea guided me to one big tree. It is like the tree in the middle of Big Tree Village. I would like to make this tree the center of a new village. I see. I get it now. I plow the area around the tree. I prepared the place as Rhea suggested and clear everything around it. This time, I took it in my heart that I should not think of unnecessary things because crops will sprout if I think about them. It has become a field and it is heartbreaking to destroy budding crops. I have no excuse for Rhea and the others who are already planning various things. I'm innocent. It can't be helped since I have the AFT. After working for a few days, the vast land around the big tree was cleared. Next, digging a well. Until now, we're drinking water from the flask we carried. We'll have it easier now. Next is toilet. Yes, toilet is important. We secured the grass for wiping purposes and installed a hand washing tub. Next time, let's bring a slime. Big tree, well, and toilet. We secured a large amount of timber when he cleared up the forest. It seems like the construction has not started yet, so I build a shrine beside the big tree. I want to enshrine the god who sent me to this world and the god who bestowed me the AFT in this place too. The high elves helped me, so we finished it in a very short time. I carved the statue of the two. Yup, they are both Ikemen. Just like in Big Tree Village. I also carved Kuro and Yuki's statues and arranged them like guardian dogs. I added some playfulness and also carved a life-size Zabuton statue. I find it troublesome where to put it. I feel like it will be disrespectful to the gods if I put her statue with them, so I decided to put it on the tree. I had the spiderlings came here and carry the statue on the big tree. How are they going to put it there? I don't mind if you fixed it in place in order for it not to drop. I just noticed now, but there are dozens of spiderlings on the big tree. Chapter 86, New Village Building and the Return of the Survey Team. The new village's facilities, well, toilet, and shrine, were completed. Next one would be a big building that can be used as an assembly house. Being protected from rain is enough. I thought of helping them build it, but there is another thing that needs to be built. Waterway. Though there is a well, waterway is essential if you think about the field. The waterway and its drain should be built parallel to the road. I guess I'll make the drain waterway first. After a few days, I reached the river. Compared to the past, I realized that I'm faster now. Is this a good place for the reservoir? Yes, please dig it there. Though the order seems to be reversed, I dug a reservoir at the end of the drain waterway. Of course, I didn't forget to make a slime pool for drainage purification. After that, I now have to build the drawing waterway, but I thought that I shouldn't build it anymore. I think the new villagers should build it on their own. If I prepare everything for them, who knows if they'll take it for granted, right? Yes. They shouldn't monopolize all the benefits for all the things we made here. Thinking about it, it seems like my work here is done. Anything else? No, thank you very much. We can take care of everything else. The 8 high elves and 5 lizardmen were already replaced several times during the building process. 10 Kuros are guarding them, and there's also the dozens of spiderlings that unexpectedly came. They're going to be okay, right? I understand. Continue your hard work. I was held by Kudel, the liaison officer, and she carried me back to the Big Tree Village. When I was working over there, she always carries me back before sunset, so I'm used to it. I have the AFT so I can work all night non-stop, but according to the villagers, I need to return and get back on my bed to take a good rest. If they really think so, please let me sleep more at night. When we got back to the village, everything is the same as usual. Crops that can be harvested are harvested. After that, the field will be plowed again. For the new village, they'll need to prepare seeds and seedlings, so it will be harder than usual. The survey team who headed north returned. Rasuti and Hakuran are both in their dragon form. They're carrying their bloody viper's prey. How many are those? They brought 17 bloody vipers to the village. They take up too much space. Did they not rot? Considering that time has already passed when they subjugated them, they should be dead for several days already. However, their meat looks fresh. Bloody viper's meat is famous for its long preservation time. Their vitality is so strong that they don't rot easily. Even if you cut their head, their body will grow if you don't kill them properly. Even if they said so, I was surprised that I can only reply, did you annihilate them? We did not annihilate them. We left the small ones. Because of that, every year. No, that's not possible. How many years will it take before we can hunt them again? Eto. That aside, are the friendly titans all right? We left some for them, or else the titans will not have anything to eat. You mean, they eat bloody vipers? To be specific, they eat bloody vipers' snakelets. So, it's like their leftover food grew big and now acting violently? Let's not think about it deeply. At any rate, is the investigation of the dungeon in the north complete? I ask one of the high elves of the survey team. Yes. We also got a detailed inside map of the dungeon from the friendly titans. All dangerous creatures inside are suppressed. That includes all the grown bloody vipers. I see. Is that it? Don't you have anything else to report? After hearing my question, the high elf's face cramped. She's the high elf that I gave secret order to before leaving. Rasuti and Hakuran. Did they cause trouble? A part of the dungeon collapsed. They are the cause. The Titans said that it's alright. They even said it in polite manner. Do you think they mean it? Even though they said that there's no problem, I think it has a huge impact on the Titans. Let's send some crops to the Titans later. Thank you very much. Rasuti and Hakuran can't really hold back. Let's leave it as it is for now. I gave each villager member of the survey team a reward medal. I hope they'll use it well. I thought of giving the Lamia members crops, but it seems like they are interested with the reward medal for some reason. I explained to them how to use it and passed them 5 reward medal. Please take note that it has no value outside the village. The return of the survey team is celebrated with a banquet. A large amount of bloody viper meat was cooked and served. That night was pretty intense. On the next day, Rasuti brought bloody viper's meat to Daram's nest while Hakurin brought some to Swiren and Sekirin's nests. Looking at dragons carrying big snakes. They look pretty mighty. Thought it already decreased a lot. Why is it that there are still a huge amount of bloody vipers here? I'll give one to the Kuros. Though they've already eaten at the banquet, it seems like they still want to eat it. Will you be alright? Should I roast it? Yes. Let's roast it first. One for Zubaton and the spiderlings. Are you fine eating it raw? Zubaton and the spiderlings clustered to the bloody viper. Their number is a whole lot more than I imagined. It became bone in no time. There is a large, beautiful gem in its skull. It seems to be the magic stone that monsters and demon beasts have. Speaking of that, the big wild boar also has magic core, but the Kuros has been eating it. Is it edible? While I was thinking about it, Zubaton ate the magic stone. It seems edible, but it looks painful to eat, so I guess I won't eat it anytime soon. In any case, all the bloody vipers were eaten after a few days. As for their bones, I intended to plow them, but they were kept in the warehouse. Chapter 87. Rebellion of a certain mountain elf. We are a race called Mountain Elves. Nobody can match us in the mountains. The only ones who can be considered as a match is another mountain elf. Unfortunately, my family fought against another mountain elf family. We lost our home and were forced to wander. Lucky enough, we immediately found another place we can settle down. Moreover, it is a much better place compared to our previous home. Yasama, the leader of our group, greeted the chief with respect and courtesy. As expected of Yasama. Being courteous is important. I think I should also show my courtesy too. And so, I greeted him with respect. However, at any rate, I'm currently dissatisfied with our everyday lives. It is because of the attitude of the village chief, the lord of our new home. He doesn't know how to treat a woman who fell in love for the first time. He really doesn't. In addition, he's not someone to fall in love with. Yasama is already at the right age. No, I feel like she already passed that age. No, she's just a very late bloomer. No, damn it. At any rate, that man knows nothing about love. A heartless man. He doesn't know the word fidelity and is in a relationship with countless females. Well, it's true that I thought he's really amazing when I heard that he made this village in this area alone. He deserves to be respected for it. He's also really awesome to have a famous vampire and a famous angel as his subordinates. However, that doesn't matter. His habit of making females his pastime is the worst. I don't intend to go against him. I even recognize him as the lord of this place. However, I will never accept him as Yasama's partner. Never. However, looking at the present situation, I doubt Yasama will listen to me. Similarly, it is a waste of time to talk to the village chief. I don't think he'll stop changing partners every now and then just because I told him so. Then, what should I do? How can I prevent Yasama from the evil grasp of the village chief? I should speak with someone with more wisdom. It is embarrassing to say, but we always relied on Yasama regarding that matter. But how can I consult Yasama about this? I can't. All the person of wisdom residing in this village is entirely hanging on the village chief's tooth. The demon ladies who are called here as the civil servant girls seem to be alright. However, I stopped because I can feel the pain in their eyes. How could I rely on them? Intuition is important. Using that, we managed to defend ourselves from various things on the mountain. With that, the remaining ones I can rely on are Zubaton-san and Kuro-san, but communicating with them is difficult. They're also a little scary. Since it has come to this, there's no choice but to rely on my own effort. I squeezed my brain a few times but nothing came out. Now is the time for you to be active, brain of mine. Presently, Yasama feels something for the village chief. My speculation, But the village chief feels nothing for Yasama. Might be so, but I'm not really sure. In other words, if Yasama gives up on the village chief, everything will be okay. How can I make her give up? Should I say something about the age limit? No, I shouldn't. Yasama is a wonderful woman. I can certainly found a good partner for her. And so, I gave up. Yes, I gave up. Let's think for another method. If she saw the village chief's bad side, will Yasama give up on him? Yes, that might be so. Then, this will be easy. Let's investigate the bad side of the village chief. That's what I thought 5 days ago. The village chief, who I thought was full of faults, is a very ordinary farmer. No, it might be better to say that he's a serious farmer. His only bad point is his nightlife. Even so, I still believe that a polygamous family is bad. Could it be that Yasama's eyes are reliable? No. I should not give up. Though I am trying to look for the village chief's bad side, I can only observe him during my free time. In other words, I can only observe the village chief for a limited time. There is a possibility that his bad points can be seen during the times my eyes are off him. I'll put off my work tomorrow. Today, the village chief is doing a precision job for something at his house. Did someone ask him to do so? He cut a small tree and gets some threads of Zabuton sand from the warehouse. What is he trying to do? By chance, could this be connected to the village chief's bad points? All right. No, I shouldn't get excited yet. I observe what the village chief is doing. I don't get it at all. There were times where I don't understand the village chief's action, but not this much. I totally don't. Wait. I feel like I somewhat have an idea. It is something that I'm knowledgeable at. Trap? I unintentionally spoke. Ha. It's not a trap. The village chief has become aware of my presence. I'm ashamed of my failure. However, it seems like the village chief didn't know that I'm secretly observing him. Then, what's that? This will be here. And it will be completed with this. It is complete now? Yeah, the village chief said so and put down a wooden board along with several more wooden boards arranged in a certain manner. Then, the ball begins to roll. The ball hits a board which is tied to a certain mechanism which is tied to another mechanism and is connected to some more mechanisms. Ooh, amazing. A chain of traps. Ha. It's not a trap. Well, it gives that feeling. But it stops here. With the village chief's explanation, the ball seemed to have to come and go at the cup, but it seems like something went wrong there. What will happen if it goes well? It will move here. Then if you move this, it will be like this. Ooh. Mountain elves are good at hunting using traps. I just want to say that said, I really love this. That day, I forgot about the time and just played with the village chief. Though it hasn't reached the end, I'm satisfied. I don't want to leave that masterpiece for eternity. However, the heartless Unamaid told us to tidy things up. She doesn't know the true meaning of art. She should have looked at it carefully. Since it has come to this, I just need to. Yes, I'll clean this up. She looks really scary. She's just like an unheir. At a later date, though I know that it's pointless, I tried to gently speak with the village chief. Please don't lay your hands on Yasama. As you wish. But for that to happen, your cooperation is essential. Make sure that there won't be any situation where there's only she and I. Stay beside you as much as possible. Yes. The village chief made a face like a soldier who received reinforcement after being surrounded and isolated by enemies. If the atmosphere becomes good, trample it in any way you can. I beg of you. Absolutely do it. Please. I don't feel any lie in any of his words. Did I misunderstand something? No. The village chief probably thinks that he doesn't deserve Yasama either. Yeah, that must be it. In any case, under the permission of the village chief, I interfered with the relationship development between Yasama and the village chief. Why is Yasama looking at me with eyes full of grudge? Chapter 88, The Village Chief's Day. Morning till noon. My morning is late. I only get up after the sun has completely risen. After light exercising, which is similar to radio gymnastics, I first look around the house. This is the job of the head of the family. I always do it every morning and evening. If it is impossible for me to do it, the one ranked next to me will do it. By the way, The hierarchical ranking of this house is Lu, Tia, Flora, Anne, and Hakurin. Alfred and Tysel are still young, so they are not included, but I don't really care about ranks. I never knew about it and they only informed me regarding that matter recently. I think of the reason patrolling the house in the morning is more on greetings those who work in this house. The Animaids are already doing the things they should do. They are already cleaning up and preparing breakfast. They are also preparing food for the Kuros. They are working hard without complaining, even though that is considerably hard. Thank you. And, because they should get up and work earlier than me, I should not get up too early. At first, I told them that I don't mind, so they shouldn't worry about it, but they still try to get up earlier than me. As the result, I gave up getting up early. They said that as maids, they should never wake up later than their master. I think it is called maid spirit, but I don't really get it. Therefore, even if I wake up early, I will not get out of the bed. I must not go out. I wake up late because of them and not because I'm lazy. Let's get back to the topic. They talk with others first in case something happened and report it to me. Last night, the wine slime invaded the food warehouse. One barrel of wine for cooking was torn down. Did you manage to divide the amount of wine in that barrel first as anti-wine slime measures? Yes, it went according to plan. However, I'm worried whether we should permit it to intrude like that. I've already half given up with the intrusion prevention measures. Let's just go with this plan. Anything else? Nothing in particular. The main dish for today's breakfast is roasted killer rabbit in radish, spinach, and cabbage soup. All right. Bring it here now. After my eating my breakfast, I looked around the house. Looking around excludes checking private rooms and warehouses. In short, there are not many places to check. Greeting the Animaids is the main point, and after talking to them, it's over. Breakfast. There are 3 breakfast times at my house. The first is for me, Lu, Tia, Flora, and Hakurin. Alfred and Tysel are not included since their meal and time of their meal are different. Anyway, if we don't eat, others can't eat, so I finish eating in a hurry. Lu and Tia are having meals with Alfred and Tysel. The second serving is for the Animaids. I told them that they can eat together, but they have to divide into several groups because of the size of the dining room, the amount of food that can be served at once, and there are those who still have to take care of Alfred and Tysel. They have to look for them when Lu and Tia are eating. The third serving will be for those who did not make it during the first and second, or for visitors who came to my house early in the morning. Flora and Hakurin usually wake up later than me, so they are often late for the first breakfast serving. There are also Gran Maria, Kudel, and Coron. Originally, they are living with the Lizardmen when they first came here, but they are living in a different house now due to difference of daily life schedule. And the angels don't have any housekeeping ability. Cleaning and washing can be taken care of by the Lizardmen, but the problem is the food, their eating schedule and what they eat. They also came here in the pretext of giving yesterday's patrol report. Was there a problem? Yes, 3 killer rabbits tried to approach the village last night, but the Kuros took care of them. I see. However, the killer rabbit's population doesn't seem to decrease. I agree. Well, they're delicious, so I don't have any complaint. Right. Instead of decreasing, it seems like they are increasing. After finishing breakfast, I'm now outside the house. Kuro, Yuki, and Zabuton will come with me as I visit the shrine. After that, I'll go around to check the fields. I'm usually accompanied by Kuro and Yuki or the Spiderlings. I'll plow the field that needs to be plowed and water fields that need water. I also check the condition of the crops while exterminating harmful insects. Regarding harmful insects, the Spiderlings eat them and there's no significant damage because the Kuros tell them if they found any. When I found harmful insects, I remove them using the watering can form of the AFT. With regards to the condition of the crops, so far, no problem has occurred. Is it because they are planted using the AFT? It's always on my mind when I think about farming in the new village. I wonder if there are some magics that can be used for that. Let's talk about it with Lu and Tia. I should also ask Frau Rasuti and Hakurin. The field has widened so much that it is hard to see everything in one glance. However, seeing that the crops are growing fine, I feel relieved. Lunch. I ate well. Lunch is not the usual get-together type. After the unmaids cook, I'm free to eat when I want. The place where I eat is also not fixed. Though it is not fixed, I usually eat in the dining room in my house or on the courtyard. By the way, about lunch, according to my memory from the previous world, eating lunch is normal, but it is different in this world. Lou and Tia were surprised about the existence of lunch, but they got used to it. The Kuros also don't eat lunch. Even if I try feeding the Kuros, they don't eat anything. Well, there were times that they don't eat for 10 days, but it seems to be normal for them. 10 days is the limit of my worry, but it looks like they can still go on longer than that. Aside from lunch, the High Elves were puzzled with breakfast too. It seems like they only eat once a day, so they are doubtful about it when they first came to this village. Remembering those times, tears suddenly came out of my eyes. Eat as much as you want, ladies. I wonder why the dwarves didn't get confused with lunch. They are probably too focused on brewing alcohol to think about anything else. Doraemon and Beazle are frequent visitors of this village. They were also confused at the beginning, but they are used to it now. Yuri stayed here for a while. Is she alright when she returned home? I shouldn't bother with everything that's happening elsewhere. Well, she's the princess. She's in the position where she's definitely alright, is she not? At any rate, lunch was accepted and is now a custom in this village. By the way, my lunch has become a consultation and report time for the villagers. That is the reason why I'm having lunch near or at my house. Village Chief, we have completed majority of the buildings to be built in the new village. It only lacks interior details, but I think we should leave those to the new residents. The stomach of the female goats has swollen. I think they are pregnant. I would like to give them better food. Is it alright? I heard some say that they want to clear the forest at the southwest part of the village. It is near the residential area and it will be good if we think about the future expansion. I want to inquire your opinion. From what we expect from the autumn harvest, constructing a new warehouse is necessary. Or do you plan to immediately sell them to Mr. Michael? I'm having lunch together with a high elf, a lizardman, a nanomaid, and civil servant girl. I already heard the issues each of them wanted to report, but I still haven't replied. By introducing the reward medal, I think that this place has become easier to manage. Until a little while ago, Lou and Tia were with us, but they have to take care of Alfred and Tysel, so they left. I might be a little distracted with things regarding Alfred and Tysel. I have to reflect. Village Chief, like the goats, the pregnant inferno wolves are also grumpy. Please don't let Alfred Sama and Tysel Sama approach them. I understand. I'll take a note of it. Well, I think they'll be alright since Lou and Tia are with them. Though I think mother's care is the best for raising children. Won't you leave them to the Unis who are accustomed on taking care of someone? Is there a problem with Lou and Tia? No, that's not it. It's just that I saw something dangerous. Don't say that. It is probably your first time seeing something like that. When Alfred was born, I was even scared to hold him. I'm sorry. To be honest, I saw her flying while holding him. TN, don't speculate. It is not clear if she only saw Lou or Tia or both of them. The baby's gender is also unclear. Flying while holding him? Yes, flying. They are also pretty high. I'm worried after seeing them because she might drop him. I understand. I'll take a note of that. Please do. Lunch today was somewhat lively. Chapter 89, The Village Chief's Day. Noon till night. After lunch, there are mainly 3 things on my to-do list. First one is inspecting around the fields like what I've done in the morning. I'm not checking the state of the crops like what I did during the morning. It is more on checking the village. No, it's more like a stroll. I'm checking the inside and outside of the village along with the Kuros. While at it, I'm doing some road maintenance, weed extermination, plowing rough ground into a lawn, and trimming tree branches that are getting in the way. Miscellaneous job. I should act more like a manager. I'm not dissatisfied with what I'm doing. Second one is making something that the villagers requested. It is mainly making building materials and creating small articles. Sometimes, cooking research too, and even if no one requested it, I'm making new things to play with, thanks to the AFT, the amateur me. No, I've been doing this for several years already, so can I still be considered as an amateur? I express my gratitude towards God again. The last one. Battle training. Is battle training necessary for farming? I put my reluctance aside and do it as recommended by the villagers. Of course, I'm not doing it alone. Gran Maria, the Lizarman, the Unis, the High Elves, and the civil servant girls are also participating. However, it is not like all the members of their races are participating. The only ones who participate are those villagers with free time, but there are still a number of them. Is it only my imagination that everyone lives anxiously? Or do they like fighting? Or perhaps they are concerned about their weight? Oh, I thought of some unnecessary things. At first, I learned to properly hold a weapon, the right posture, and how to use it. Next, how to properly put on an armor, the defensive stances, and how to properly use armors. By the way, I'm learning all those things I've said alone. Next is sparring with someone. Finally, group battle. To avoid injury, weapons are covered with cloth, but getting hit by it still hurts. I have experienced pain many times, though I can do anything I want using the AFT. During times like this, it is better to use regular weapons. However, as the village chief, I think I should do